What's going on, guys? Indy with Ultimate 2 Reviews here. Well, Gorilla Grip sent me some of their latest gloves. These are actually available at Home Depot right now as well, too. Currently on like a end cap, kind of this cool, holiday deal they're doing right now. Now, I will say before we get into Gorilla Grip gloves, Milwaukee has kind of always been my go-to gloves. The cut level ones, they come in this black, this red. They go on sale right now for about $3 a glove or so. On the holiday deals, I pick up like 5 packs of them, and they last me pretty much a full year. Now, for some reason, I feel like the black gloves are much more durable than the red gloves. I have no idea why. I feel like I go for the red gloves like once every 3 weeks, but the black gloves seem to last me like 4 or 5 weeks. Might just be a coincidence, I'm not really sure, but they're both cut level 1 rated, so I usually buy the XLs or the larges. I feel like if they had like an in-between size, it'd be my perfect size there. So kind of just my standard, work glove is the Milwaukee cut level 1s. And then we have the Gorilla Grips, which don't really have a cut level to them. There's a few key differences you're going to find, and I will say there, of course, is no perfect glove for any one situation. I've been through just tons and tons of gloves, and I feel like the Milwaukees have been the best so far that I've seen. But of course, there's improvements that can be made. They don't fit perfect. There's always something, that is not perfect there. I wish they maybe a little bit more waterproof as well too. But all right, here's the difference between the two gloves. Right away, you can see that the Milwaukee has a better wrist coverage there, whereas the Gorilla Grips just kind of stop right at the top of my hand there. So whether or not that's a pro for you, I do prefer the Milwaukee design a bit better. However, though, the Gorilla Grips are not really going for I guess they're probably not a general construction type of glove, but they're probably going for more of like a mechanics type glove. And I will say one thing I noticed right off the bat with these gloves is the amount of grip strength that you get, or just, overall grip you have. So I've got a screwdriver here, and this is a great kind of, illustration of the grip on these gloves. So if I were to hold the screwdriver, and of course I'm on the smooth part here, and just pull away, you can see pull about as hard as I can there. It pulls pretty easy. Not super easy, but I definitely have some grip, but not a ton on that screwdriver. Going over to the Gorilla Gloves, I noticed that grip improves by at least double based on what is on this. It's got this really nice like rubber coating to it. Now the Milwaukees here, they have not so much as a smooth rubber coating, but a little bit more of a textured, whereas there is some, decent ridges on this that really give you a nice solid grip whenever you're gripping. I will say it's definitely an improvement over the Milwaukees. Now, there is one downside I noticed right away. Check this out. If I go like this, notice that you can see my skin right through the Gorilla Grip gloves right there. That's just how thin they are right on top of the knuckles. Look at that. I mean, that is just like, pretty exposed there. You go for the Milwaukees there. I mean, you can, like if I just really stretch these out, you can start seeing my skin there, but they're much thicker on the Milwaukees. It's pretty noticeable right away, as well as the Milwaukees breathe quite a bit better than the Gorilla Grip gloves. Surprisingly, because I'm not sure why, but I mean, the Gorilla Gloves feel like they're more open on the top, but I don't feel like I'm breathing too much right here. It feels like it's like I'm wearing like a vinyl pair of gloves right there. Whereas the Milwaukees feel like I'm getting a decent amount of, airflow in these gloves. I can already feel my right hand starting to sweat a little bit. I'm wearing these really good gloves, whereas my Milwaukees, they're pretty comfortable all the time. I wear these for a couple hours a day at times. They've been fantastic. So I will say, wearing the Gorilla gloves now I think I've worn them for a little over a week and a half now on some jobs. I love the enhanced grip they have over the Milwaukees. It's very noticeable. The fit is a bit better than the Milwaukees. You see when I close my hands there, see the Milwaukees have that extra finger room there, whereas the Gorilla Grips do not. They do fit my hands a bit better, and I'm just not a fan of the more exposed wrists on here. I know for some it could be an advantage, but for me, it's not really that huge of an advantage. I really wish I had more coverage there on my wrist. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that, guys. I would say there's some of the better gloves that I've tested out. I've tested out a number of other brands. I've tested out some brands that I actually have not even decided to publish the video on because they were so bad. I will say if they're not doing good enough, I won't even publish a video on that kind of stuff, guys. So I don't like doing, completely negative reviews. So there have been some brands that I've said, hey, I tested these out and they're just terrible. But the Gorilla Grips actually do pretty good. Are they going to replace my Milwaukees? I would say they kind of just trade belows. They're not really a full step above, but they're very, very close to Milwaukees in a lot of different factors there. But these definitely need to be a bit thicker. You need more protection around the knuckles. I mean, it's quite noticeable there how much exposure I've got to my skin. That definitely concerns me quite a bit there. Kind of makes me watch wherever I put my knuckles there because I know it's not very thick like the Milwaukee's there. On the back side, we have nearly the same amount of coverage there too. So the one big advantage of the Gorilla Grips is definitely the improved grip over the Milwaukee's. It's quite noticeable, especially on smoother objects. It makes it a lot harder to not have grip. So that's my 2 cents, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Check them out at Home Depot right now. They're on end cap on sale. And they also have the Milwaukee's on end cap as well too. If you want to just compare them, see what you guys think. But I think the Gorilla Grips, they do a pretty good job. I would say I give them like a B plus if I had to say, overall how well they did. A couple of small things they can definitely update there. I wish they gave me some options to choose from. It'd be kind of cool, but that's all I've got for you guys today. Thanks again, guys, and stay safe out there.